are you in favor or are you in opposition of a bill that would prohibit the government from denying federal welfare, federal government benefits to illegal aliens, foreign nationals?
I'm against it, right? And this is the issue that I've been talking about for the last several months with my Democratic counterparts about how some of the candidates may be too far left and turning off their own base because, you know, they try to tie it in and wrap it up into not only saying that it's welfare for illegal immigrants, but also tie it into the same measure as saying it's for ex-cons because most, you know, a lot of people will say, well, okay, you know, if you are a U.S. citizen, you are ex-con, it may not be too bad for them to, you know, be able to get welfare if they need it, you know, until they can get acclimated back into society. As a matter of fact, I'm not against that. But when you try to sell it to the general public and then try to tie it into, well, okay, illegal immigrants can receive it also. I mean, I think it's crazy. And it's even crazy that
it is crazy. And I mean, it seems like it would be an incentive for foreign nationals from all over the world to come here and then no incentive to get a job, even if they came here, even if they did come here because they could just go on the government dole immediately. That would cost taxpayers so much money. It's completely untenable. My only problem, I do want to make a comment about the ex-convicts part. I think that this would need to be much, much more specific and not just as vague or as generalized as it is. Because if someone is convicted of welfare fraud, which a lot of people are convicted of welfare fraud, then I don't think they should be eligible to get government benefits again.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. Again, I think the bill needs to be a lot more specific, even in the sense of who paying for all this.
Yeah, right.
They're talking about they talking about giving away all these benefits, and especially Elizabeth Warren, which she's not my candidate, you know, to be very candid about it, because she, you know, talks about you know, waging a war against the big tech firms and breaking up Amazon and Facebook if she become president. She talk about just eradicating student loans completely. Then she talks about all of these things, but never says who's going to fit the bill. I mean, somebody has to pay for it.
Yeah. It's a great question for Elizabeth Warren. You and I both, we'd love to hear her asked that question. Unfortunately, I don't think that any of the moderators of the Democratic debates want to ask that question.